guys, welcome back to the channel at Home with Leta J. I'm Leta and today is August 1st and I have a fall decor haul for you. We went through Christmas in July for some of us. Myself, I was actually finishing up work travel. I am now at home for the rest of the year. Yay! But with that, all the decor for fall seems to have trickled into stores like Hobby Lobby, HomeGoods. Halloween is everywhere. It feels like Summerween, Halloween, Summerween, whatever. But today I do have a haul. For me, I love fall and Christmas, and those are the times of which I build my decor arsenal overall. And I'd like to share these items with you in hopes to give you inspiration. And as I do at the end of all of my videos, I do show some styling photos just to give you a little bit of inspiration. So the stores that I have are HomeGoods, Gallerie, and Amazon. And not all of my items are related to fall. They could be any season, but fall is more of a moody season for me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. But I am a modern traditional decorator, erring more on the side of minimalist, but at the same time, I do like seasonal pieces that can go across seasons. So let's get into this haul. Straightforward, simple items that are not just for fall. So I'm going to start with HomeGoods. For HomeGoods, let's start with this beautiful wooden vase here. And like I said, I am a modern, traditional juxtaposition decorator, and I do have a lot of woods in my home, but I do have a lot of white. I have white sofas and chairs and kitchen stools. So this more than likely will show up either in my kitchenette or on my kitchen island. This was from HomeGoods, $39.99. And it is hand carved wood. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It says it's handcrafted Indonesia, but it is wood and it's just beautiful. This would look lovely with some white stems, some fall stems, whether they're burgundy or cream or even green stems. Definitely a piece that will cross seasons, but you will see it in an upcoming fall decor video. The next item that I got from HomeGoods, like I said, I feel like for fall and Christmas, especially at HomeGoods, that's like the championships in terms of shopping. And you can find items not just for the season, but if you are a decorator with dark colors, you definitely can pull a lot of items that can not just be for fall, but can be a part of your regular decor. So this is a cake stand or a dessert stand, but I liked it because it was also wood, handcrafted from India, artistic accents. And this was $16.99. And definitely the wood setup here, very beautiful. You can see where I'm going. Like I said, a lot of my pieces do have wood in them. I have dark wood floors, this color. And then I have French contemporary chairs that have wood trim. So definitely these pieces would work well in some vignette of some sort. All right.
Before we get to our next items from HomeGoods, I wanted to share with you two items that I got from Walmart that actually I'll use to decorate this cake plate with in the fall season. This is definitely an impromptu session because the items actually arrived after the video. But this portable table light from Better Homes and Gardens, it's rechargeable. It has a gold lampshade, foiled lampshade in the inside. The shade itself, of course, you can see is beige, and at the top there's a little touch button. So it's so cute. Once you charge it, you can place it anywhere. Definitely cute for your kitchen or for your shelf, anywhere that you want to layer lighting. And tortoise is all the rage right now. This is actually my first tortoise piece, but it went so well with the light and the browns that I'm going to pull in for the fall. Um, the lamp itself was 17.97, and the little 8-ounce tortoise candle was 11.67, I believe. There is a larger candle in the tortoise shell that is also available, but I just wanted something small. I don't burn candles too much, but I definitely love to take the lid off and smell them. So here's just an idea of something simple that you could use. You could put some books there and elevate the um, portable light itself. And there you go. It's only 8 inches tall, so it's definitely cute and handy. Ideally, I would not put a candle and a light together, but you get the gist. I'll show you some sample stylings at the end of the video. Now let's get back to this haul.
One of the next items that I got from HomeGood is some floral moss. And this was interesting because today is August 1st. Last night, when I got off work on Friday, I strolled through HomeGoods as a treat and also to give me some time to decompress. But I saw these down the floral stem aisle, $12.99. And this one was actually in the clearance section. And I think it was in the clearance section because it has a hole in the bottom and some of it leaked out. But at the same time, I don't mind. I mean, it looked like the same amount was there. And then the tag was off of it. But this was $10 and regular price $12.99. And they had like 8 bags of them that were the regular price. So I was like, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it looks like it's fine to me. So, hey, I'll take it for $10. But you could definitely use this in a big bowl, on a table, or if you have a large faux tree around the bottom, just to fill it in. Definitely something that's useful, not just for the fall season, although it's out for the fall. The next item that I picked up from HomeGoods is a beautiful tray. I love decorating with dark, moody colors for the fall. And this is a faux leather tray. It has the brass handles on it. And I would say this is about 16 inches by 12 inches. And the back is velvet and it has cushion feet on it so it won't damage your tables. But this is actually beautiful. It reminds me of the chagrin trays that you could get from Restoration Hardware. And this was $34.99 from HomeGoods. And definitely cute. You could definitely style this up in so many ways, but just so you can see how beautiful and rich this is with the green and the woods. Yes, definitely excited about that. All right. So another item that I got from HomeGoods, and I'm actually looking for the sister cousin of it. Now this, I'm on the fence about it, but I like the texture. And if I do find either the large bowl in the similar texture or a vase that's a little bit larger, maybe a different shape, but this texture vase, and I'll bring it closer so you can see it. But it is like, it almost looks like textured far away. It reminds me of boucle fabric, but I know it's not that. But $34.99 for this. And yeah, it's about 18 inches in height. But definitely if you're a person who decorates with neutrals, whether it's tan, taupe, gray, this will definitely be beautiful with that. But yeah, I heard that there was a tray or bowl or another vase like this shaped differently. And I would like that because I would like to do like the three pieces styled in some way, or maybe put some stems in here. So we'll see how this ends up being styled. So if you watch um, my prior video, I showed a snippet of my great room coffee table, and on it is an apple. And I was looking for the pear that went with this apple. And ironically enough, the day that I posted the video, I actually found the pear that went with the apple. And I'll insert a picture here of what I'm talking about. And it's definitely cute. It was $9.99 from HomeGoods. But when I put this pear next to the apple, this has a slight tint of green. So it wasn't really meeting my aesthetic, but at the same time, it's so subtle. It's like I could use it somewhere. But I did find today the actual pear in the appropriate color that works for me. And this was $12.99. And I want to show you the difference in these in terms of color. So I'll come closer. See how this one looks green? I wish it almost looked gray, and it doesn't. It definitely renders green. Right now it's in the light, but this larger pear that is $12.99 is the one that mirrors the apple that I got. So I'm definitely keeping this one. I don't know if I'll keep this one, but you know, like they say, you're supposed to decorate in threes. And I do that. But at the same time, this green is a little bit off. But then I have the green tray that I just got. So I don't know. But definitely a keeper here. And like I said, I'll insert the photo. But you can see the difference in size. And then the apple is about the same size as this, but the apple is more round. So definitely cute. And this cake plate, I'm not using this for cakes. I'm definitely using this for like a vignette in my kitchen in some way, but you can see how beautiful and rich the neutral colors are against the dark wood. So definitely something you'll see in a future style with me video. My next item is let me just pick it up here. Is a simmer pot. And so in the fall, these are definitely popular. They're trending now through Walmart, and this was on par with the price of the ones from Walmart. I got this one from HomeGoods, and I like this version because it is ribbed on the inside. I wish the knob was a little bit darker, but I may take care of that and change that knob out. But a simmer pot, you could use it for your potpourri scents. You can do fruit, but the whole point is to simmer and allow the fragrance to drift through your home, which is delightful. This simmer pot is 1.9 quarts. That's 1.8 liters. It is 8 inches by 6.5 inches. So pretty substantial. I didn't want something that was too big because then I don't want to like waste, but at the same time, a little discreet, a little cute, you know, punctuation. And this one, you are only to simmer for no more than 2 hours at a time. And it gives you a recipe on the side. If you didn't want to use potpourri, you could use a slice of orange combined with cranberries, cinnamon sticks, mulling spices, and a few sprigs of thyme and rosemary. So definitely delightful. But these are trending at Walmart for $10, $12, varying sizes. HomeGoods, same thing. I think they were even $14, $15. And this one was $14.99 from HomeGoods. And I'll show you, the brand is Alta. And that is the simmer pot. So I'm excited to use that for the fall. Another item that I picked up, and I'm sorry for bending down, but I have all my items all spread out before I put them away for the night. My My introduction here on YouTube was actually September 2025. And one of my first few videos was a moody fall tour. So if you have not seen that to know the foundation of my home, then check out that video. But I have other tour videos for seasonal decorating as well. But I mentioned in that apples are special to me because I was engaged in an apple orchard. And in that video, there is a black apple. And I just mentioned, one of these um, opal colored apples that I have. So I always have apples dotted around my home, but especially in the fall. Not so, well, just as many pumpkins, but I don't do like the traditional Halloween pumpkins. It definitely matches my decor, but I have a black apple. I found a black pear at HomeGoods, and this was $9.99 and definitely cute. I do have something that I got from Gallerie, and I have something similar from CB2, and you'll see how that comes together in just a second. But I was happy to find that apple to go with something that I already had. So not really bringing in new items, but items to pair with things that I already have. Next item from HomeGoods. So glass vases are something that I've been into. I have 3 crate and barrel glass vases, and I'll insert photos here of examples of how I've used them for styling during the spring and the summer months. But in this instance, these vases are akin to vases that I've had years ago. And when we moved here, I lost those vases. I have no idea. I look high and low every time I'm searching for something downstairs and I can't find them. But these remind me of the vase that I lost. And I've actually picked up 2 of them. Now, had I found these vases before I found the ones at Crate and Barrel that I invested in, I probably would not have gotten them. But all things happen for a reason. And then, like I said, this vase I bought 2 of them. And it's definitely have to clean it up. But I like it because of the odd shape of it. Of course, it's glass. You could put potpourri, you could put orbs, flowers coming out of it. And I just like the oddness of it. This one was $16.99. I don't know if you can see that. But either way, $16.99, and I got 2 of them. And like I said, I'll insert a photo of what they look like. But you could do anything. Something so simple as you can even put moss in the bottom of this, some glass gems. Definitely something that can go any season. Even at Christmas, you could put like ornaments in it. The styling you could do fake snow. So akin to the vase that I lost, but definitely a build upon in terms of the vases that I have. And I got 2 of them because sometimes when you get one, you realize like you could do a similar setup, maybe with a different color stem or a different object, but some cohesion because the foundation is there. So I went ahead and got 2 of those. So I am happy about that. The next item, also from HomeGoods, this is something that I walked around for a couple years. I admire them, but I just couldn't pay the price, not out of HomeGoods. And that's not a slight at HomeGoods in any way, but I'm just like, they'll go down. And then you saw them, variations of them everywhere, from Amazon to Target to Walmart. It just depended upon the size and the heaviness of it. And what I'm talking about is these marble shell or ruffle bowls. And this is so heavy. But this one is by Tahari Home. And when I say I didn't want to pay the price for it for years, so this one was $69.99, and I got it for $39.99. Now, even in the store that I was in, there were 2 more, and they were regular price. And I think this one was marked down because there's a small like red inclusion. You can't see it, but either way, I'm gonna clean that up. I do a lot of marble or have a lot of marble um, in my home, and this definitely will complement very well. I do have one that is from Crate and Barrel, and it's not this marble look. It's more or less like a plaster. Um, I'll try to find the video that it's in. It's in one of my after Christmas videos, and um, it just never really did it for me. But this is actually beautiful. It's heavy. It's something that I could even use now, late summer. So I'm happy that I got it, and I paid only $39.99. I just couldn't see myself paying $70. Um, just a quirk of mine, but waiting does pay off. And if it's meant for you, it'll come back to you. So I'm glad that I waited on this one. All right. I think that's, no, HomeGoods. And this is an item whereas um, going to 4 HomeGoods over the past 2 weeks, and I've seen clearance paper, and I think they're clearing it out just so they could get ready for the season. But if you're a person and you like golds or silvers, blacks, blues, browns, dark colors, they are getting rid of them. Now this is one that was $4.99. I don't know if you can see it. It was on clearance for $3.50. Like I said, over the past few weeks, they've gone down to $2 and $1. So I have quite a few, or my husband has gotten quite a few, and we're done for Christmas paper. So it's silver, gold, green, black, navy blue, brown. I don't know what our colors will be this year, but we could pull from any of those to wrap gifts and put, contrasting or coordinating bows on them. So yeah, just happy to get this. Quite a few of those. I think we got about 8 to 10 rolls. That one was $3.50, but the majority of them were $2. I got a few for $1. Oh, I forgot a couple items. Some household items that I picked up from HomeGoods are these clear adhesive bumpers to protect your furniture and your cabinets, and also your pictures. You can put them on the back of your pictures to protect your paint. And these were $4.99. And they come in different sizes, square, round. So definitely useful there. And you could get those from any hardware store, but I picked them up since I saw them. And then the Weiman brand jewelry cleaner, even surface cleaner in general from HomeGoods. If you see that brand, you should get it, especially if it's for cleaning your jewelry, whether it's your gold, your diamonds, whatever. I love this stuff. 2-in-1 clean and shine. This was $3.99. I did get the Weiman's silver cream for cleaning silver jewelry and regular silver, even flatware or whatever silver you have. This was also $3.49. I will say at times I do like the silver wipes that they have, but at the same time I didn't see any. But if you do see some, in a good investment. They have the Good Housekeeping seal of approval, and I will say that I've loved this brand for years, even in terms of their stainless steel kitchen wipes, polish. People will say, oh, you do a good job of keeping fingerprints off of your stainless steel, and it's because I use those wipes. It's the only one that will add a sheen to it to protect, but it's not greasy. And if you touch it, it doesn't make your appliance look all motley with finger smudges and stuff. So definitely a good investment there. And that is officially it for HomeGoods. Let's take a trip to Z Gallerie. This is something that Z Gallerie used to have 2 locations in my area, but of course now they're online in my area, online. And this is something that I'm not sure of my fall colors. yet. They'll, trust me, they'll be dark and moody, but at the same time, last year I did more burgundy, all burgundy for the most part, with white accents and um, the metals that I use. But Z Gallerie has this beautiful collection of the color fig, which technically is burgundy. And my fall introduction video last year was this color. And in that video, I had black orbs from CB2. I have one that is larger than this one. And then I have an example of the small version, like I said, from CB2. So I went ahead and purchased this one. And it looks dark on the camera, but you can see it is like a burgundy-ish color. Because I only had two, this one and a larger black one from CB2, I felt like this was a good one to include. I will say the ones from CB2 are better. This is $59.99, but I used a promo code and I got it for $50 and shipping was free. It should have been free. But I will say the CB2 version is a lot better. I'll come close to see if you can see this. You see how you can see the line of the orb fitting together? It's glass, but at the same time, I don't like the fact that you can see that line. And then the ones from, this is the ones from Z Gallerie. Okay. The ones from CB2, whether it's the small or the big one, you don't see where the glass comes together. So I was a little frustrated about that. I figured initially I was like, I'm going to order another one to see if it comes like that, but I'm not even going to worry about it. I mean, you polish this up, nobody will pay attention to that, but I will, because you could just, you could really see it right there. So yeah, I don't like that, but it's still a pretty color and I got it. And I feel like even if I don't utilize the burgundy this year, I have so much other burgundy that I could use it at any time. And I really did like those orbs and I wanted to use them throughout the year, but they were just so dark that after the fall months, I didn't go back to them. So definitely something hopefully that will bring everything together. So that is Z Gallerie. And you can check them out. They have a lot of beautiful candlesticks and lamps that color, furniture that color. They even have a beautiful velvet barrel chair in that color fig. I mean, it made me consider that barrel chair because they were absolutely beautiful. But yeah, definitely check out Z Gallerie. Now let's flip to Amazon. And for one of the items for Amazon, I'll have to insert a clip. And I'm waving because this helps me to know where to insert the clip. But everyone has been doing washable rugs. And I was on the fence about getting into that bandwagon until I was thinking about replacing the rug by my garage entry door. And I did. And I actually found one that is a sister cousin of the one at my front door, which is actually from Target. I have one similar to that, my upstairs landing, that is similar to the one to the front door. And they all kind of tie into our main rug, which is from our house, which is a very large rug. But that back door, I mean, I just didn't want to spend for a 3x5 rug. I don't want to have to get one all the time, just wash it. So I got one and it came folded. I put it in the dryer with a damp towel. It came out beautifully, no wrinkles. I put a rug pad under it and it feels good. But it is from our Isle House Rugs. And yes, I'll put the link in the description. And like I said, I'll also put a photo. But this rug, a 3x5 washable rug, was $19. So that's pretty good. I've seen them in Target too, but online at Target, but definitely something to check out. And like I said, looks good, feels good. I definitely vouch for it. next from Amazon are items that I've seen recent YouTubers. Um, the Stylish Dweller, she was talking about sconces and lighting, and I do have some lights, and I was like, duh, rechargeable lights. And 2 weeks ago, I put in an order and I got the rechargeable light bulbs. So essentially, you charge them, and then wherever you don't have a power source, you can use these. And I got the kind whereas they are powered by remote, but then they look like they can fit in a lamp, but you can also hang them actually anywhere. And they charge with the C to C cord. It looks like a regular bulb. And they do have a remote. They do change color, light, cool. It's red. I don't know if you can see it. Red, green, blue, orange, all the colors. But you can actually, to help you, it'll fit down in, or so you can screw it down or into a regular light and use it. But then at the same time, these came in handy for emergency purposes because we had storms go through and my mom had power out for 3 days. You could, oops, I didn't show you. You could take it off of its base that you would screw into the light bulb, and you could take it anywhere. Or you could put it in this little hanging clip and you could hang it anywhere, wherever you need to. It was a part of the outage. I was walking outside and it was pitch black, and I had this like hanging in my hand walking. But they take about 2 hours to charge, and the charge will last 6 hours. So this set is a set of 4, and we would utilize 2 at her house every evening and then charge them. You could even, the charger is C to C, so you could charge it in your car if you have that fitting, but definitely worth it. You get 4 for $30, or you could get 2 for $17, and I'll put the links below. But even if you don't have a use for them in your day-to-day, this is definitely something that's good, because you really need to think of a plan. If you don't have a generator, if you are out of power, of course, most people will have access to their car and they could go and to the car and charge a cell phone, but you could also charge bulbs if you needed to, or if you could drive to someone's house and charge, you know, during the day. They had charging stations at the police station and at the library. So definitely something to invest in as you have an emergency plan, because things are so weird. The weather is so weird, but many people were impacted in our area and had house damage. And here it is a week later and they're still recovering. We had similar storms like the around the 4th of July, and then again to go into another month and the same thing happens. So definitely have a plan. Even if you don't have a generator, have some type of plan. Have your batteries ready, or invest in some good power flashlights, or emergency transistor radios that have the flashlight on them. Definitely worth the investment. So that is Amazon. And oh yeah, circling back to HomeGoods. Now these 2 items, this was sweet. My husband got these items for me, and he was like, I remember, you know, he knows that I have an affinity for pumpkins that match my decor. I do. But he remembered that I had 2 vases from Target, and I'll try to put a picture here of those 2 vases. And he's like, I got these for you because I know you had a hard week, and I think they match your decor. And I said, oh, how sweet. And they do. And it's these 2 white pumpkins here. And they are similar to, or would match, they're Becky Owens, and they're $9.99. Let me see that. Both of them are $9.99 from HomeGoods. And they do match the vases, the ruffle vases from Target. I'll put a picture here just so that you can reference them. But what he didn't know is that I had 2 from Target that definitely were more than $9.99 last year, that match them. So these will go back. But definitely, if you're a neutral decorator, you can see how it's like, you can see the undertone of the brown, but it's white and gray. Definitely beautiful. And Becky Owens. But these will go back. I don't need any more pumpkins or any more gourds. So definitely cute. But oh, I can show you how cute it'll look with the dark woods and the vignette. So definitely something to think about, and look for, because pumpkins are already out. Like I said, it's already summer wing at HomeGoods. But yes, a small haul, and I'm sitting here in my dining room, and I feel like I'm sitting down for my Netflix documentary on why are you shopping for fall, and it is August 1st. And the reason why is it's already in the store. um, Not really looking for too many things, but definitely looking for things that can transition, and not necessarily be fall, but can be a part of my regular decor after the Christmas holidays, and things that um, genuinely are just beautiful to me, and they just happen to come out. So you may even see this, even in a summer styling, but it's something that's available now. So I'm really happy with the things that I've acquired. Um, and yeah, that's it. I'm making sure I didn't forget anything. No, that's it. So thank you, friends, for sticking around. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. And yeah, I hope you have some inspiration. Stick around to the end for my still photos, as I always do some sample stylings. But thank you so much. And if you're not having a good day, like I always say, stop and say a prayer. Prayer changes things. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.